Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So guys, it's been a long time I haven't said this. Guys, I was just thinking the other day and I'm looking at my AdSense, how things can really flip in January, February, even March. Why? Because advertisers, they are still putting together a budget from December. Remember, December, November, especially October. If you look at the most money that is made by YouTubers that are monetized is October. The month of October pays a lot of money. That is why I always say you need to consider participating in Vlogtober, because Vlogtober, it is where the money is. Whether you're doing vlogs, whether you are doing sit-down videos or whatever it is that you do on YouTube, if you can upload on a daily basis in October, you would feel like you robbed a bank. Okay, nobody robbed the bank, YouTube, but I'm just giving an expression here. You will feel like, oh my goodness, so much money. And in November, it's not going to be as much as what you made in October. That's what I've noticed. But sometimes you would make more than in October. But from December onwards, this is when you start seeing the AdSense starting to dwindle a little bit. Either you drop by $1,000 or it's still the same as October, November, and in December. The part where it really takes a turn for the worst is January, where what you made in December drops so drastically. And when I say drastically, you could be earning somewhere around $3,000 in October, November, and December, and then boom, in January, you can't even meet the threshold of $100. Yeah, that is something that many people don't talk about when it comes to monetization, especially during these times of the year. February, same thing. You are now trying to meet the January threshold of $100 by posting in February as much as you can. And if you look at people that most of them that spent their money that they made in October, November, December, suddenly now they are doing double uploads or triple uploads a week or even every day. It's because they are trying to make up something that is going to make them feel good and better about content creation. Some that don't understand, they will come here and say, I don't understand why I'm not making any money. I understand. Sometimes it has to do with you also educating yourself about advertiser behavior, because advertisers around October, November, so you know that in October it's going to be Halloween, in November it's going to be Thanksgiving, in December it's going to be Christmas and the New Year, and then January, all those budgets that these advertisers have thrown into October, November, December, they don't have it in January. They also don't have it in February. Maybe in March, this is when they will start establishing a new budget for their products and services to be advertised on YouTube videos. Even there as well, it's not going to be that much. I do see some people making videos about how the AdSense is going to double and etc. and so on. I'm not going to dispute that, because things do change. One night you go to bed, YouTube is something, it's something that you are familiar with. You wake up the next day, YouTube is something totally different, and now you have to relearn everything. That also includes advertisers and the CPMs. The CPMs, indeed, if you look at the CPMs, they drop also drastically. If your CPM was $5 in December, November, October, suddenly it gone down probably to 95 cents to $1 in January, February. And that's the reason why some people struggle to meet the threshold of $100, especially those that do like low paying niches. They're the ones that feel this and see this the most, versus those that do like medium to high. Even the ones that are doing medium, they don't earn as much as they would like to. But the ones that are doing finance, that are doing insurance, that are doing real estate, they don't complain that much, even though their monies as well has dropped. But they're quite happy because the CPMs are still pretty high, $25 per 1,000 views, maybe $15 per 1,000 views, that's still a lot of money. As long as they get 5,000 views, they are sorted. Versus some people that do content probably in entertainment, like possibly like gossip and things like that, they CPMs are pretty low. I think in January, February, they're as low as $1.65 per 1,000 views. So in case you were wondering what is going on with my CPM, or what is going on with my earnings, why they are so low in January, February, it's because of this reason. It's because of advertisers. They are still busy developing their budgets for the year 2025. I think when you're gonna begin to start seeing things improving will be around April. So meaning the April earnings, which you are going to get in May, those are the ones that you're going to start seeing an increase of some sort. Why? Because advertisers have done the financial year and they have a new budget, and they are going to now be bidding to put ads along your YouTube videos as per CPMs and all of that stuff. So in case you're wondering, that is why I thought, let me come here and explain, because I did see some people complaining about how little money they are making, and they are worried, some of them, that some of the money that they make on these platforms like YouTube, especially, I'm going to talk about YouTube, it's money that they use for their rent, or to pay school fees, or to take care of an extended family, and now they're going to have to dig into their 9 to 5 earnings, which is only for their own immediate family type of situation. So my advice would be, in 2025, start putting aside, or start saving at least 500 Rand. That 500 Rand is for January, February, March, April of 2026, so that you do not find yourself struggling. And most of the time I see this mistake is done by people that got monetized during the course of the year, and then when they started making more in October, November, December, they think that it's going to spill over into January, February, March, when it will not. That is why some people, especially vloggers, you will see them taking holidays to Zanzibar, taking holidays there and there from the money that they were making in October and November. They thought, oh yeah, that means I can take my family to a holiday. And then come January and everything has changed. So please, whatever you do, save for next year, January, February, or at least the money that you are making in October, November, December. Take a chunk of what you pay in rent and save it, or pay the rent anyways out of that money in advance. So that way you don't have to worry for rent in January, February, and March. Even April, I'll put it that way as well. So you are going to pay 4 months rent in advance, so that you never have to deal with this. And whatever is left, then you can think about, okay, do you go on a holiday, or whatever the case might be. So just be careful. That's all I'm asking you. YouTube needs you to be smart about the money that you are earning, because sometimes it's not unless you upload videos and your videos go viral and you are making money that shows that your videos are going viral, you are not going to worry about January, February, March, April type of situation. Obviously, many people are working really hard to grow their YouTube channels to a point where they make a full-time living on YouTube. Somebody asked me, what is full-time earning on YouTube? Full-time content creation earning on YouTube, to me, if you are a South African citizen and you are a single person, you're unmarried, you are still taking care of yourself. Obviously, this is a young person that I'm talking about. If you are young, in your 20s, you're still single, you probably unemployed as well. For me, full-time earning on YouTube is $500. It's from $500, because I'll be very surprised to hear that you left home and you're earning this YouTube money from outside of your safety net, which is home, your parents' house. Or if you are living in an apartment, you are not living in an apartment that costs more than 8,000 Rand a month. Because $500, Part of that is the rent, that 8,000 rand. Probably you'll be left around with around 3,000 rand. How much is your food? How much is your electricity? You live alone, right? And I wouldn't also encourage you to be living a certain lifestyle, especially a lifestyle where you constantly have to spend money by going out to entertain yourself, like going clubbing and all of that stuff. No, that means then that $500 needs to be increased to probably another $500 where you're earning $1,000, and that will be how much, depending on how the economy is doing. I think right now it will be around 19,000 rand. Now you have 8,000 rand out of that goes to your rent, 3,000 towards your food, and then now you are left with probably 5,000 rand or something to do your lifestyle or whatever the case might be. So to me, a full-time content creation in South Africa, you need to start earning from $500. But if you are a family person, you are married, you got kids, or maybe you just have a single parent with kids, then yes, $1,000 is what you're gonna have to fight for in order for you to be a full-time content creator in South Africa. And I'm talking in South African context. I know outside of South African context, it gets a little bit cheaper. From $200, you'll be full-time, because when you convert dollars into, let's say, for example, this is not to pick on Nigerians, $200 into Naira, I think that can sustain an entire family type of situation. So you need to look at your situation. You need to look at also the fluctuation of the AdSense, because it's not constant, right? Yours is to fight to make sure that every single month I make so much. And when you do that, it's going to depend on your content as well, how your content resonates with people. You'll be very lucky if you've built a loyal community already that knows that when you upload, let's say your subscribers, because that's where YouTube starts before it promotes your videos to other people. Let's say you got your subscription is 5,000 people or 20,000 people, and then the moment you upload a video, they get notifications and they click and they watch ads, then you know you are there in the security. Now all you have to do with your video is to convince new people to click and watch and then increase that money. So that is why your creative juices need to be creating juices, all right? So that you can make enough money so that you're able to pay your rent and buy food and pay school fees and pay your credits, your car, because I did see some YouTubers, they're gonna and purchase new vehicles and they're paying those vehicles from the AdSense account. AdSense basically YouTube money, when YouTube pays you. That's what AdSense means. So that is that was I'm answering these questions, some of y'all, about YouTube money, and some of the things is stuff that I was thinking about myself that I need to talk to you about. Other than that, if you have any questions regarding your journey as a YouTuber on these beautiful streets, please put it in the comment section. Other than that, I do have a one-on-one consultation and coaching of your YouTube channel where I go and I tear down your YouTube channel and then look at what is the problem, and then we put your channel together in a one-on-one coaching, and then you go out and reach for the stars. Some people, or most people, let me put it that way, that has taken these coaching classes with me or coaching, they do very well 2 weeks later. I mean, I'm observing the last 4 clients that I had, they are doing pretty good since consulting with me. So do not hesitate and book yours. I will leave the WhatsApp number to book, and then we'll make a date when you and I are going to be doing this together so that I coach you on what to do with your channel. All right. Other than that, guys, let's see each other. Please don't leave the video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.